Hello students, I Prabhat Sharma welcome you to the next topic of the goods and service tax. Today I will tell you about the who can collect the GST and the understandables, the valuables note, important notes of the GST provide you the different knowledge. First, who can collect the GST? Any registered dealer can collect the GST. The dealer should be registered. And now the next is the whose turnover exceed the rupees 40 lakh per annum and the 20 lakhs in case of northeast states and hilly states. So the rate is given for the northeast states 40 lakh and for hilly the 20 lakhs with effect from the 1st April 2009 can collect the GST. So here the states are given: Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. So, out of these, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand are the hilly states. So, these who can collect the GST? Only the one thing is there, only any registered dealer can collect the GST. Now, the important notes of the GST. Now, you may see here the 4 points are listed, but these 4 points are giving you the knowledge about to the 4 questions. The first question is that is the GST paid consider as cost or asset. So this question is leading to the generally the GST paid on the purchase of goods and services is not a cost. When it is not a cost, when it is covered from the GST collected, it means it is an asset. It means GST paid if covered from the collected GST, it means it is called as not called as cost, it is called as an asset. So this is the one question which is referring to the GST paid is an asset. The question number two, when it is called as an cost, so it means the GST paid when cannot set off against the GST collected. In the first case, it is collected, it can be set off against the GST collected. But when the possibility is not to collect from and set off against the GST, then it will be considered as cost. So GST paid on the purchase of goods and services is a cost. For the purchaser, the cases are given like number one, that means expenses made on restaurants. Next, health insurance and health and fitness centers, gym, etc. And then maintenance of and the repairs of building, purchase of any vehicles, free gifts. But the next one is the goods and services for the personal use. These examples are referring to the purchase of anything but not the purpose to resell. Then we can say it is a cost. Otherwise, the third question is referring the GST paid is reversed. Input GST is reversed or the output GST is reversed. So the here the word is referring when it is reversed. Reverse word is referring the goods purchase, the GST is paid. The you may say the input GST is given, but it will be reversed if the goods is returned or the goods lost, and the goods given as free samples and the goods given as charity. So what does it mean? It is reducing the value of purchase because the purpose is not to resale. So that means the input GST will be credited, so it means it will be reduced. The fourth question is these are the few example which are exempted from the GST. GST exempted, like the first is money introduced by the businessman as a capital and withdrawn, and the wages and salary paid, and any supply of the services to the government, electricity bills, water bills, and educational services, health services. These are the few examples which are exempted from the GST. So I think these 4 questions are clear to you. Question number one is referring that GST is not a cost, it is an asset. Second question is referring to GST is a cost, not asset. Third question is referring to GST is reversed. Fourth question is referring to exemption of the items from the GST. Thank you.